today we are actually talking about Ukraine, India's geopolitical stand currently, Russia. And, I want to start with Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Ukraine, which just took place. And but it is in the backdrop of some very harsh words from President Zelensky, in which he said that he was disappointed to see the leader of the world's largest democracy hug the world's most bloody criminal in Moscow. And then we had the US ambassador to India saying that India should not take India's relationship with the US for granted. Now, given this kind of harsh criticism, do you think it is really a historic visit to Kyiv, or is it essentially a balancing act for India between India and the West and Russia?
Well, I would say it is an important visit. It's an important visit because apart from everything else, India takes it seriously. So accompanying Modi for this visit is his top foreign policy and security team. Minister Jaishankar is there, the foreign secretary is there, the secretary in charge is there, the national security advisor is there. And the way I would frame it is that, there was a visit to Moscow that had a lot of bilateral content. But this is a visit with a lot of geopolitical content, because this is a visit which has some elements of balancing, because India has a positioning that puts it at an equal distance to both camps. It has some elements of balancing, but it goes way beyond that. And the way it would go beyond that is that India's own interests and that of those of the global South are affected by conflict. Because if India's central purpose is to grow at 7, 8% or even 10% in the next 20 years, to be Viksit Bharat, India, what is left unsaid often is that India also is an aspiring major power.
Right.
Which means that India has to manage the environment in its immediate neighborhood and manage the environment in the world. And what do we see in the world? Major conflicts. So if India can contribute to resolving those conflicts, or at least it mitigates the risk to the India story.
But why would Ukraine trust India? India has an amazing relationship with Russia. We are the largest arms importer of Russian armaments. We have been buying their oil when the entire Western world has been boycotting them. Why would Zelensky even trust us to be the bridge, and bring about a peace talks or initiate peace talks?
I think a good answer to that question is to ask the counter question. Who else? Which other global leader is trusted by both sides and has equities in both sides? So while India is close to Russia, it's a traditional relationship and a time-tested one and so on. There is also a very strong relationship that India has with the United States as the largest democracy in the world, with Europe, the US. So there are strong equities in the West that India has. And therefore, for a person, one of the warring parties, or for both the warring parties in this conflict, India is perhaps one of the best placed countries to be an honest broker, somebody or a country that can help in resolving this conflict. And I think that is the way Zelensky would look at it, that if India is making the effort to reach out and it has equities on both sides, perhaps India can play a role in helping.
To be fair to Ukraine, India is also a major trading partner. And so there is some leverage there.
Absolutely. So there is some leverage there. There is a robust, sort of defense relationship with Ukraine. Ukraine had strong capacities in Soviet times of, doing some kind of aircraft repair, aircraft maintenance, and so on. And a lot of equipment of the old Soviet equipment and parts and spares used to come from Ukraine. So Ukraine has also often by itself been a partner for India. So I think the larger geopolitical point is that from Ukraine's point of view, any help is welcome. And from India's point of view, anything that India can do to resolve the conflict is positive.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching this clip. As you know, we are taking a deep dive into some complex issues and decoding them for you. So don't forget to check out more content on our channel. And also, we'd love to hear back from you with your comments and your suggestions. So let's explore together.